Hey guys, it's your boy Streete, and in this video I'll be talking about you versus you. This is a major topic because in business or in anything in life, our biggest struggles, our biggest fight is against ourselves. So, and I'm going through this training on the platform that I'm working with, and the training that I just finished it was on you versus you. So that's amazing. That's why I'm sharing this, and I see it's a great topic, and where I'm going through a lot of stuff, and I see that it's true, and I know you guys are going through it as well. So you versus you. People in this world are overall. So we like we are the downfall for ourselves because we are the person that how would I say demotivate ourselves. You can say that, yeah. And in life we are looking at it because I was watching a video on Instagram from Russell Brunson. I don't know if you guys heard from him, but he's the owner of ClickFunnels, and that's an amazing platform. But I was watching a video and he was saying that people, the people that we are around are like are they are he said people are easy to encourage, or let's say encourage to empathize on like negative things, like if you're feeling down or if you're going through sad stuff, and in when you're having success, people don't know how to respond to that. So you're not gonna or you're not gonna get a lot of attention from more people when you're being successful. And he's saying like when you're not successful, you're going to stress and stuff. People, you're getting a lot of attention because people would like be showing you like, oh, this and all that. And so and we people really like to stay in our comfort zone because of that, because we like the attention, and if we're pushing out to be successful in life, and then we're not going to get that, so we're going to try to cut down our success to our friends and family so they can treat us the same way they used to. And a lot of time people look at us and say, "Or we have changed because we don't used to do this or we don't used to do that." But guess what? We see something in ourselves that we want to achieve, and then we go after it. But and as I said, it's topic is you versus you. So go back. Um, I was watching a training. I tried to connect it to my laptop to show you guys, but it's not working. I'm gonna see if I just can show you my laptop because I'm using my phone right now. Hope this works. Um, I was watching a training, and the guy Matt was looking at us and say we're our biggest demotivator because and, we don't like the voice in our head like looking at us, like looking at you and say you're shit. Like looking at myself and I say I'm shit, and I say okay. But if anyone else outside like look after us and say we're shit, then we're trying to defend ourselves. But when the voice in our head tell we that, we like, oh yeah, that's true. So lack of self-esteem, we are use a great word to use. So in business, we, as I said, we need to develop ourselves first in anything, business or life, or the struggles of life, because life is hard. We're gonna go through a lot of shit, and we need a great mindset and stuff to go through those shits. So I would say the topic is you versus you. I want to show you a short video. Give me a sec. I'm not sure if it's gonna give me a sec. So my camera is not gonna turn around, and I'm using my phone. So give me one sec. Oh, fuck. Let's try this. I'm gonna try something out. Give me a sec.
just hard skills, right? This industry has soft skills and hard skills. The hard skills meaning I can, create a YouTube video that crushes, right? Like Nathan's hard skills on YouTube are amazing, right? Really good. He's honed them and crafted them, right? Some people step into that and they don't have any issues with, well, not any issues, but they don't have as much of these internal inner working issues, right? So I'll share with you a little bit about me and my story, but I want to start us off with a little quote. I think this quote, I have no idea, never heard of this person before kind of prepping for this, but I'm going to try to move this out of the way. If you can't read it, I'll read it for you. So the quote says, and I'm going to talk with you a little bit about the process of what happens during self-sabotage. Anybody know what that means, self-sabotage? Meaning like you're having the best day ever, everything has gone right from the moment of waking up, and the thing that's really going on inside is, when is this all going to end, right? When's this okay, there's something coming, not sure when it is. I'm not saying this out loud, by the way, right? I don't walk around saying, well, some people do. Some people literally do. Fuck, this is going to end some point. Where's it coming? And they'll literally, like, fall, trip downstairs, or they'll cause something, right? A self-fulfilling prophecy, right? For me, that voice has always been soft and subtle inside, right? Somewhere deep tucked inside. I'm not an external processor, so the people who are external processors will walk outside and be like, man, it would really suck to fall in a pool and drown, and they might actually fall in the pool 5 minutes later because their brain is all fucked, right? So the quote goes, there's stability in self-destruction, right? In prolonging sadness as a means of escaping abstractions, note that word, abstractions, like happiness. Rock bottom, so every time I read, I just got goosebumps. Every time I read this, rock bottom is a surprisingly comfortable place to lay your head. It feels good, right? It's like I had a great therapist, and he would always tell me it's like the old-ass, worn-out pair of jeans you put on. They look bad, they're stained, they're shitty, but they feel good, right? They feel good, right? Looking up from the depths of another low often feels safer than wondering when you'll fall again. It feels safer to look up rather than look down from the heights of success like, oh, like I'm on a cliff, and when is this all going to come crashing down? Falling feels awful, right? So why would I go and become successful if this is all, just like everything else in my life, going to come crashing down? But I think this word here, so stick with me for a second. This word, abstractions, is important because we have this thing called success, right? Or happiness. So a lot of times I'll ask this question, right? I'll be on a little Zoom meeting with somebody or on a Skype meeting with a client, right? I'll ask this question, well, so if everything went right, forget about all of the tech stuff that's just blown up and you can't figure, you went into your opt-in page and everything's gone, right? The whole page has been destroyed and the world's ending, right? So if everything went right, what would it look like? And they usually can't define it, right? What would your family life look like, right? What would your marriage look like? What would your insert look like? What would it look like, right? Fuck, I don't know. I have no clue, right? Because this thing is an abstraction, right? Happiness even. I don't know what I would look, what would that look like if I was happy? I don't know. I haven't defined it yet. So one of the coolest things, the reason this stands out to me is that I had this sort of shameful self-sabotage habit, right, for a lot of my life. And I had a good mentor who said, to the degree that you can define those things is usually the degree to which they will become a reality. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about how this happens in the unconscious or subconscious mind. We can use those. I'm not going to get, we're not going to walk through which neural pathways are this and which are that. We're not going to map this all out. but we're going to use more kind of generalized, generic things, okay? Sound okay? All right, so I'm going to give you a little, who knows what this is? Just shout it out. Iceberg, right? Okay, so back in the day, there were some psychologists who used the iceberg to describe the human brain, right? So generally, the largest iceberg, I think, was somewhere in the range of about 20,000 square miles. Massive, right? So usually about 1/10 of an iceberg is actually above water, right? So a lot of times icebergs look and appear like, basically what they are is huge chunks of ice that break off of glaciers, right? And so people have described sort of the mind like this, meaning up here is the part we can see and deal with and recognize, right? And then below the surface, right, there's this whole huge unknown. We can't see it. We don't know what's happening. But what's more, right, if I'm trying to move this iceberg, okay, so how an iceberg moves and floats in the water is there's currents, right? Things are moving it underneath. Generally, this thing, sure, maybe wind is causing a little, but generally there's just a current that's just pushing and moving this thing, right? So the same way that we like to think in terms of strategies and our little, so if I'm dealing with something in my life, I have this strategy, and I'm going to take this strategy and employ it, right? So a good example of this, my wife and I are 23 years old. She's in grad school, so she's not working. We're broke, right? So literally, this is our story. For about 2 years that she's in grad school, and a little bit after, and this was happening before that, we would pay rent in our kind of dumpy little 400 square foot apartment and have $7 in our bank account. Like, that was the norm. Just $7, right? It's hard to imagine for me, right? It's just like, it's like a holy shit. But I thought I had a financial management problem. I thought I needed a tool, right? I needed so what did I do? Pulled on my phone, mint.com, right? Budgeting. I'm going to get a budget, right? I'm going to type out I got all the things there, right? I got through month 1 and I was like, whoa, we did it. And then month 2, things went a little weird, right? Oh, the car broke down. Oh, that wasn't in there, right? Oh, we don't have the money for that, right? And then I got into this whole new business game where then it became, I can just spend a little money here and a little money there, and suddenly we're still 6 months in. I'm using mint.com. I give up, delete the app, right? It's over. That, right, I thought this is what's keeping me stuck. I needed a tool. I needed a strategy, right? Okay? What's really keeping me stuck is not really a strategy, right? It's not that I didn't know how to manage money, right? I didn't believe I was worth having money. I didn't really think that I was the person who had money. And I'll give a couple phrases, like for me here in a second, that we kind of tell ourselves in our head, or I tell myself in my head.
All right, so that's for that training. But basically, he's saying that we should all believe in ourselves, and we are the only person that can stop us from our goals or whatever we want in life. So just go after what you want in life, and I know you can achieve it in business, love, or anything. Just stop doubting yourself. Well, I'm going through this right now. I doubt myself in everything, even my YouTube channel. But it's a learning process. So everything in life you have to learn through. So I'm learning right now, and I just got that wonderful training, and I just want to share it with you guys. And if you want to check out this training too as well, because I believe there's 4 videos and there's other training there. You can check the first link below this video. It's my #1 recommended way on making money online, and they have a tremendous training, and they help people like mentally and physically. So they just teach you how to make money online. They're gonna help you and put you to the right mindset on So when you start making those money, then it would come like nothing. You know, like we're gonna be there and stuff. We're gonna get there. So I just wanna say I hope you guys love that short video. Even though it was kind of messy. Sorry that I have to use my phone. I was trying to use my laptop, but the software that I used wasn't gonna play that audio as loud. So sorry if you guys have any suggestion on that. I will hear. So just leave a comment below for that, and please don't forget to like and comment and share. Peace.